Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good evening, all of you. Gediminas here, broadcasting live. Hope you guys had a fantastic week so far. How are you? On the right-hand side, you should have a chat box there. Feel free to say hello, where you're from, how you doing. And obviously, if you have any questions as we go along through the webinar today, feel free to go ahead and ask those questions in the chat box on the right-hand side, and I'll try and cover them. Now, today we're gonna talk, the topic for today is essential training, the 7 essential skills for success in network marketing. Now, usually it's a 3-hour training, so we're not gonna go through all of it today, but we're probably gonna cover the first 2 skills, which Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good evening, all of you. Gediminas here, broadcasting live. Hope you guys had a fantastic week so far. How are you? On the right-hand side, you should have a chat box there. Feel free to say hello, where you're from, how you doing. And obviously, if you have any questions as we go along through the webinar today, feel free to go ahead and ask those questions in the chat box on the right-hand side, and I'll try and cover them. Now, today we're gonna talk, the topic for today is essential training, the 7 essential skills for success in network marketing. Now, usually it's a 3-hour training, so we're not gonna go through all of it today, but we're probably gonna cover the first 2 skills, which is finding prospects and inviting prospects, and then we can cover another couple next week, next Thursday. So I hope you're going to find it useful. As for me, this was very, very useful when I first found it. It teaches you a lot of great stuff. So let me just go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Hey, Pam. Hey, Shanice. Hey, Luis. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Shani. Hope you guys are great. All right, so let me go ahead and share screen, entire screen. Okay. Share. All right. Let's get the slides up. Cool. All right. So this is essential training. And the first thing I wanted to cover is what are the 7 essential skills in network marketing. Now, 7 essential skills are as follows. First is finding prospects. Second is inviting prospects. 3 is presenting. 4 is closing up. 6 is getting people started. And 7 is promoting events. Now, if you as a network marketing professional, if you can master these 7 skills, it's going to help you a lot in achieving greater levels in your business, achieving greater income, getting more success with your people, etc. So the first skill is finding prospects. Now, finding prospects is a skill. A lot of new people, especially in business, they think that finding prospects is a natural resource. It's either you're good at it or you're not. But actually, it's not true. It's a skill, and you can develop it even if you're rubbish at it right now, right? So it's definitely a skill, and you can work and become better and better at it. Now, the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work, and that's by Robert Kiyosaki. And that should tell you a thing about it, right? So success, not just in network marketing, generally in life, is about building networks of people, knowing, having the right contacts, etc. And also, a guy called Harvey Mackay has written a book called Build Your Well Before You're Thirsty, which of course is, it doesn't mean what it says. It basically means that build your contact list before you need them, right? So that's why in this type of business is absolutely vital to learn the skill of finding prospects, or finding people to talk to, finding people to show your business and your products to. So finding prospects. Okay, so benefits of building a network. Well, number one, it gives you more influence, friendship, fun, improves your overall well-being, and of course it gives you a pool of receptive prospects, because if you need 3 people in your business this week and you only have 3 contacts, then you need 3 out of 3, which, you know, the odds are small that, you know, all 3 of them will be interested in your business, join your business, etc. But if you have 300 potential prospects and you only need 3, then the chances are high that out of those 300, you're definitely going to find 3 that will be a definite fit for your business, and they will be excited to join your business. So basically, the more prospects you can get your hands on, the more your business can grow, and the easier it is, because you're then just sorting. You're not convincing people, you're not converting people, etc. So what are the success habits? Well, first of all, everyone you meet, you know, every single person that you meet, you should find a creative way to get in touch with, just to get their contact details and to stay in touch with them. And, you know, and now with Facebook and other platforms like that, it's much easier, you know, because before people might have been wary of giving their telephone number, etc. But now that you can add somebody on Facebook, etc., it's much easier to get their contact details just by saying, hey, are you on Facebook? You know, can I add you as a friend? And most people will be fine with that. And then you can stay in touch with them, you can message them, etc. Also, the mentality here is, what can I do for you? Now, I cannot say this strong enough, and until you get it, you won't get it. I know that for a long time I didn't get it, that the mentality should be not, you know, what these people can do for me, but what can I do for them, right? How can I help them? And once you switch to that mentality, prospecting becomes a lot easier. It's not so painful, it doesn't push you that much out of comfort zone, and you don't fear the rejection when you shift your perspective from I'm the hunter to I'm here to, you know, bless people with the gift of my opportunity. Also, it's not about keeping score, you know. So if you helped somebody and they still don't join your business and they're still not interested, don't get mad, you know, and stop prospecting and stop building relationships with people, because in a way, universe has a way of returning the favor. So if you help somebody and they still didn't join your business, guess what? You might find a prospect in a different place. But it's just about giving and spreading this opportunity and spreading the seeds of your opportunity, you know, and hoping that they will grow. And you need to, of course, develop this muscle. So it's not going to be easy when you first get started networking, etc. But as you keep doing it, it'll become a natural part of you. Now, again, here I have something that says rewarded or punished for the past. Now, sometimes you hear these stories of people joining network marketing, and they become successful really fast. They go through the ranks really fast, and sometimes faster than you. And some people get frustrated. They go, well, I've been in this business for 2 years, and this lady just got started, and in 6 months, she's done more than me. But the reality is, what you must understand, that person didn't build this business in 6 months. That person might have been building their contact list, their network of people for the last 40 years. And they just joined your business 6 months ago, and then they just plugged your business into their network of people. And this is why they shoot so fast. Now, on the other hand, if somebody joins the business and they are, 18 years old, they haven't got many contacts and many friends, etc., for them, it's probably going to take longer to build the business, because they haven't got this huge network of people to plug into this business. So don't get upset if you see other people, going through the ranks faster than you. It just means basically that they had a better type of network maybe before, etc., or maybe they're just working harder than you. But very often it's just the people who come and succeed very fast. Very often they had business experience, they had a network of people already, etc. And this is the reason why they are progressing slightly faster than you. Okay, so first thing that we need to do if we want to find prospects, if you're brand new and you just got started, is making a list of prospects, right? So you see, most people never do it. Posers, people who are not serious about the business, they make what we call a mental list, where they go, well, I know a few people who might be interested in this business, and they go ahead and start the business. without ever seriously sitting down and writing a whole list of prospects that they have, right? So it's important. Amateurs, they actually do the written list, but professionals actually have what we call active candidate list, which means they sit down, they write the contact list, but then they keep adding new people to this list all the time, right? And of course, it doesn't have to be like proper written list on the book. You know, you might have it on your Word or Excel, on your computer, on your phone or whatever. But the idea is to basically take account of everybody that you know. And hopefully, and actually preferably, contact literally every living soul that you know. Because many people hold back because they're not quite sure about the business yet, and they're a little bit maybe embarrassed, or they're afraid of rejection or whatever. They end up not showing the business to everybody. They show the business to a couple of people, and then they just hope that some new prospects will appear, when they're actually sitting on hundreds and hundreds of great prospects, etc. So it's important to contact pretty much everybody and let everybody know. It doesn't mean that everybody will join your business, but you let everybody know that, hey, I just got started in my business, I wanted to share. We'll talk more about how to tell people about what you do in a moment. Okay, so first of all, you make this comprehensive list, which is everyone you know. So you empty your mind on paper, on computer, or whatever. You put all lists in there, all organizations, mobile phone, email, Facebook, Skype, etc. Basically, all of your contacts. Then, second degree of separation. Think, who do these people know? Because very often you might disqualify somebody by saying, hey, this person is not really great for my business, whatever, but you didn't evaluate who do they know. When I look at people, I look at people like window of opportunity, because I never know who that person knows, right? Or sometimes I do know who they know, right? So sometimes even the person might not be the best prospect for your business. They might know people who would be great prospects for your business. So you might want to go to those people through that person, right? So look at your list and think, who do these people know? Okay, number 3 is constantly expand your list. So add at least 2 people a day to your list or to your contacts or whatever, and it's a core skill of looking for new people. And nowadays, I think it's even easier than it used to be, because before this was literally going on a street and meeting new people and adding them to your contacts. Now, of course, we have things like Facebook and Instagram and whatever, where it's literally a mouse click away to add a new contact to your list, right? So on Facebook, you can have up to 5,000 friends, right? So if you haven't maxed out, why? You should be adding people all the time, right? So you should be building your circle of influence, your network, all the time on Facebook. So every day, look at the suggestions, because Facebook even does it for you. They go, you might know this person, you might know this person, and add them to your contacts, right? And I'll tell you what to do once you added them to your contacts, right? But keep building this list, keep building this prospect, because the more people you have access to, the easier it's going to be for you to build your business. And number 4, network on purpose. So don't hide. Get out there, have some fun. Join a new gym, start a hobby, volunteer for an important cause. Meet new people. Basically, think, where I can meet more people, right? And preferably not one person, but like groups of people, right? So whether it's church, whether it's hobbies, whether it's clubs, whether it's sports or whatever, think about, where can I find more people? How can I network more? And not just, I'm going to go and recruit everybody today, but building relationships. Sometimes you might meet somebody who's not going to join your business, but they will recommend you onto somebody who will. But if you sit at home in front of your telly, guess what? No new people will appear there, So you need to get out there and meet some new people. It says here also, become interesting. Especially social media, you want to make sure that your profile inspires people, that your profile attracts people. You don't want to be one of those people who put in stuff that sort of scares people away from you. You want to make sure that the stuff you're sharing on your social media is the stuff that will give other people a great feeling, where they will go, wow, I like this person, I like the stuff that they're sharing, I like the sort of the vibe I'm getting from this person. Because if you do become that type of person, then these people will be a lot more likely to go, hey, what do you do? I see all the time this interesting stuff that you're posting. What is it that you do? And you're going to attract people. simple things like smile, walk fast, look sharp, etc. You don't need to wear a three-piece suit every single day, but look the way your best prospect would look. So how would you like a brand new person who joins your business ideal prospect would look like? And dress like that, because the way you appear, that's the type of people you're going to attract. Okay, so skill number 2 is inviting, right? So how can we invite people to have a look? So once you find some prospects, once you got your list written down, once you started networking, once you started looking for people online, how can you invite them professionally? Inviting people is a gateway skill, because here you change from a hunter to a professional. And professional mindset is about building relationships, about educating people and inspiring people, about building trust and transferring belief. Professionals, they don't pitch, they sort through people. And professionals get face-to-face. And I mean, face-to-face, I'm using loosely, right? So it can be face-to-face, like over a cup of coffee, but it also can be a Skype call. It can be a FaceTime. It can be whatever. But a relationship where you can put a face to the name, right? Where you can meet this person, face-to-face. So you're going to be inviting people to one of the two things. First, it's an event. So this is where you're inviting people to come to a business opportunity presentation, to a meeting, or at a cafe, one-to-one, maybe to a conference, maybe to a training, or whatever, right? So events, of course, are the most effective because it gives you this physical interaction, it builds trust, it gives social proof, because if you invite your prospect at the business opportunity presentation and there's 40 other people sitting there who already do business, it'll give them social proof that, wow, a lot of people are doing this business. It adds this excitement and it gives this urgency, because when people see other people joining up, they want to get started too. Now, the downside of an event is, of course, sometimes it's difficult to schedule. A lot of people don't show to events, when you invite people. And this is something that you want to prepare your brand new prospects to. Because if your prospect don't know this, it can be very discouraging, where they invite 20 people to a business opportunity presentation and maybe 3 turn up. And for a brand new person, this can be really, really disheartening. So you need to prepare them for that and say, hey, look, if you want to get 10 people in that room, you want to invite 30 or 40, because a lot of people are not going to show up. And actually, people not turning up knocks more people out of this business than anything. So you really want to prepare your brand new prospect that this will happen. It's normal, right? The second thing that you will be inviting people is a tool. That could be like a CD or a DVD or a link to a website or to a video or a brochure or a magazine or a website or whatever, right? So this is a great first step. Sometimes if you meet somebody, in a bus stop or at the shop or whatever, inviting them straight away to a business opportunity presentation might not be the best option and might not be the easiest thing. It might be a lot easier first to invite them to have a look at the tool, let's say your business opportunity video on YouTube, and then once they had a look at it, then as a second step, you can invite them to a live meeting. If they, if they saw the business, they're excited about it, they like the concept, then you can take it a step further. Okay, now whenever you're inviting people, you should be using power of third party, which means if your lips are moving, you should be either pointing at something or reading from something or introducing to another person like your sponsor or telling a story. What I mean by that is that you shouldn't be the all-knowing, all-powerful business person, because if you do that, you will scare people away, because they will think, wow, they do it really amazingly. I could never do that. But if, when I first started, probably for the first year or more, I never used to do the presentation myself. I would sit down with somebody and I would play them a video. And even today, when I'm recruiting online, I send people a video. I don't call them and do the whole presentation by myself. I send them a video and go, hey, have a look at this video and get back to me once you had a look at it and I'll show you how to get started. So I'm using third party, which is a video. This way, my prospect, if they like the business concept, they're not going to go, wow, I couldn't do that. They will think to themselves, well, I could send a video to my friends. That's not hard. It's easy, right? And that's the sort of feeling you want to leave, that it's doable, that anybody can really do it. Now, there is 4 emotional rules of inviting. Number one, you have to emotionally detach from the outcome. Again, when you get this, you're going to get it. But for me, it took a while to get this, because what I mean emotionally detached from the outcome, it means basically you should not want the person to join your business. That sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, when you're recruiting people, if you really, really, really want them to join your business, they will feel it. And very often it will cause the opposite effect. It will push them away. Because when they feel that you need it, they feel that you're desperate for them to join, they will get this, they will give you rejection, they will give you objections. But when they feel that you don't really care whether they join or not, that's when they want it. It's like a cat with a string. If you keep moving the string, the cat is interested. But if you just drop the string on the floor, the cat won't be bothered with it. Well, same way when you're inviting people, you want to come across as, you want them to join your business, but you're not desperate. You will do this business with or without them. And that's how you need to emotionally detach. Because when you do that, when you're not afraid to lose that person, to let them go, that's when they want to join your business. And the more desperate you become, the more you push them away from yourself. Number two, be yourself. Don't become all salesy, all sleazy, all pushy, etc. when you're showing the business or the product. Be yourself. Don't change because of that, that event. And bring your passion. Be passionate about what you do. Very often people ask, they say, what should I sell? What will give me the most profit? And I go, that is the wrong question. You should be asking yourself, what am I passionate about? Because that's what you should sell. If it's the business or if it's the product or if it's particular product, do the stuff you're passionate about, because then people will feel it. They'll go, wow, this person is really passionate about this thing. And number four, posture is important. We'll cover it in a moment, but you always want to come across as you're in control. I always say to people, look, you are the CEO of your business, and you are choosing people who are going to work with you. Not people choosing you, you are choosing people who are going to be in your team. That's the way you need to act, as if you're going to pay the next person you recruit a £50,000 a year salary, £60,000 a year salary. No, you're not going to pay them that salary, but you should treat it as that. You should interview people. You should be in control. You should be the CEO of your business, and you're recruiting that person. They should feel like that. You shouldn't be like, oh, come and please work with me. Come. You don't do that. You have to have posture. Okay, so there are 8 steps to a professional invitation. So be in a hurry, compliment the person, make the invitation, use the if I would you, then do the confirmation 1, 2, and 3, and stop talking. So how would that be? Well, first of all, be in a hurry. You see, if you're in a hurry, people will give you less resistance and less questions, and it would lead to shorter invitations. Because if you don't come across as in a hurry, they will want to find out all the information there and then. They're not going to want to come to your business opportunity presentation. They're not going to want to watch your video. They'll say, well, what is it? Tell me now. So you have to start with the fact that you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, you haven't got much time, but you just wanted to invite them. I hope this is making sense. Number 2, so it could be something like, hey, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important that I reach you. Do you have a minute? Or I'm running out of the door, but I needed to talk to you real quick. Or I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. It gives the feeling of urgency, and it gives the feeling of you being in a rush and in a hurry. So they're not going to go, oh, can you tell me about that? Oh, can you tell me more? Because they know that you are in a rush, right? Okay, step number 2, compliment the prospect. Now, this is critical step, because everybody likes to be complimented. Everybody likes to receive compliments. And it opens this door to communication, and it builds instant rapport. If you compliment people, it will double your results. So you really want to build this habit, not even when you're recruiting or prospecting. Literally every single person you meet, I'll give you a challenge. Every single person you meet tomorrow or for the rest of this week, try and give them a compliment to every single person that you see. You will see what it does. People will start liking you, and they won't even know why. So learn how to give compliments. It's a great skill to have, right? So some of the examples could be like, you've been very successful, and I've always respected the way you've done business. or you've been so supportive of me and I really appreciate it so much, or you have amazing mind for business and can see things other people don't see. Guess what? It sort of strokes their ego and makes them feel good, but it also helps you to then go into actually telling them about your opportunity. Or for cold market, let's say you're in the restaurant or in the shop and somebody gave you great service. You can say, hey, you've given me some of the best service I've ever received, right? Or you look super sharp. Can I ask you what you do for a living, right? It makes this person feel good about themselves. So it must be sincere, find something good about them, and professionals are doing it constantly. They're complimenting people all the time, right? It's a great skill to have. All right. Number 3 is make the invitation. So there are 3 ways to approach people: direct, indirect, and super indirect. Now, most people, unfortunately, they only use direct approach. Like, when you told me you needed some extra cash, were you serious about it, or were you kidding around? Because I think I found a way for us to get some extra money. Or, hey, John, I've just started with the business. I think you're going to like it. I think you need to join my business, right? This is what we call direct approach. But there are other ways of approaching. For example, indirect approach, where you're basically offering the person without offering them. What do I mean by that? Well, some of the examples are here. I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous. Before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practice on you? No, you're not saying, hey, I need you to join my business. Hey, I need you to buy my product. You're saying, hey, I need to practice on somebody. Right? Or I found a business, I'm really excited, but what do I know? You have so much more experience. Would you look at it for me and tell me your opinion? Right? Again, you're not asking them to join your business, you're asking for their opinion, right? Or even sometimes just saying, hey, I just started my own business and I'm looking for people who'd like to join me and make some extra few £100s a week. Would you know anybody who might be interested in making a few £100s a week? That's indirect. Because basically the person, you're not saying to the person, but saying, hey, would you know anybody? Now, the chances are they'd say, well, me, I need some extra cash, right? But you haven't offered it to them. So it takes away the resistance. Okay, and then we have super indirect. We're basically you taking away the business from them. So you say something like this: the business I'm in clearly isn't for you. But I wanted to ask you, who do you know that is ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about an idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? Right? So basically saying, hey, this business is not for you, but do you know anybody who would like to make an extra £500 a month? Right? So this way you're even more attracting them because you're almost taking it away from them. You're not giving them the opportunity. And very often they'll go, well, I might be interested. What is it? So it's really, really great way of approaching, super indirect approach. Okay, then we come to step 4, which is if I, would you. Now this actually gives you posture. Because instead of saying, please, can you watch my video? Please, can you come to a presentation, where you basically come across as begging them. Instead, you use if I, would you. If I gave you a link that would explain all of this, would you watch it? If I gave you a CD that will explain my business, would you listen to it? If I invited you to this invitation-only presentation, would you come? Right? So basically, what does this do? It basically says, I haven't invited you yet, or I haven't given it to you yet, but if I gave it to you, would you look at it? Now, this basically protects you from rejection. Because if they go, no, you go, no problem, I didn't give it to you anyway. But if they go, yeah, I would be interested, then you go, well, here it is. Right? Do you get this? Right? It's very, very powerful because this way it gives you posture. Basically, you haven't actually given it to them, you haven't invited them, but you're saying, hey, if I gave it to you, would you watch it? It's really, really powerful. I use it always and everywhere. Whether I speak to a person live or I message people on Facebook or whatever, I will always use, hey, if I send you a video that could explain all about my business, etc., about how you could earn an extra income, would you watch it? And I get them to go, yeah, I would watch it. Yeah, I would be interested. So basically, they're almost asking for it then. And then I'm sending it to them. Okay. Step number 5 is confirmation. Now, this is basically to increase the chance of them watching it or coming to the presentation. So once they say, yeah, I would, you go, okay, so when do you think you will watch it for sure? They give you an idea. They go, well, tonight or tomorrow or the day after, right? You go, great. So if I gave you a call so you go, okay, so if I gave you a call tomorrow, you would have watched it by then, right? Now they're going to either say yes, or they will adjust and say, oh, actually give it to me until the end of the week, or something like that, right? So this way, basically, you're getting them to really commit to watching it or to attending that presentation. And then third confirmation, you go, great. So what's the best number and time to call you on Wednesday, right? And they go, well, call me at 10 o'clock in the morning on my mobile, right? So this, if you do that, basically they said yes 4 times. They said, yes, I will watch it. Then they said, yes, I'll watch it tonight. Then they said, okay, you can call me. And now they go, yeah, this is my number, etc. So it really, really solidifies them actually gonna having to have a look at it, etc. Right? So if you use the steps, the conversion ratio, if you like, or the turnout, for example, let's say you're inviting people to a business opportunity presentation. If you use this, your conversion will go from 5% to 80%. Think about that. So from less than 1 people out of 10 attending your presentation to 8 people out of 10 attending your presentation, if you take them through these steps, right? So it's really, really powerful stuff to use. Okay, and number 8, it says here, get off the phone, but it basically means stop talking, right? So, because remember, the first thing you said, you was in a hurry, you was in a rush. So you shouldn't be going on and on and on and on. At this point, you just go, hey, great, I gotta go now. See you on Wednesday at the presentation, bye for now. Or you go, hey, great, so here's the DVD, I'll give you a ring tomorrow, see you later, I gotta run now, right? So it's basically, it speeds up the whole process of prospecting for you, okay? All right, so